Huskers and home to some of the most loyal fans in the sport where, once again, Memorial Stadium will be sold out. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a squad from the back, the Akron Zips, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Huskers will kick it off to get us underway. On the run from inside his own 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So Akron's offense will take the first swing of the game. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming to this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Caught in the backfield. It's Adams. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big third down. Brings it down on the right side. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. And the Zips are marching down the field. We all love the quarterbacks with the big arms and the big throws, but getting that protection set properly is so huge.
And I think the quarterback just...
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Zips with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll run the screen. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I just lost yards on a screen play. How does that happen?
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Zips will try to pin them back with the punt. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. So the Nebraska Cornhuskers offense will have its first possession of the game. And Jesse, this is going to be a fun test. This receiver, if you leave him in man coverage, you might be in for some trouble.
And so when you get him in the one-on-ones, you got to throw his way. He's a really good route runner. He can catch the football. And then when the defense decides to double cover and take him away, that's when you go somewhere else with the football or you run it. The balance in this offense, based on how they play him, I think is big today.
Yeah, and that's what you've got to do as a defense. Sometimes you double team him, sometimes you play zone. Mix it up, give different looks, because he is a guy. He's shown the ability to burn your defense and make big plays.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. It's Raiola. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking deep down the right side. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. They boot it away. A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. The Zips take over at Akron, ready to get that offense to work. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again. Create some momentum. Just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Grab near the marker. It's Polk. The Zips get it past the sticks.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
A huge pickup on the play before he goes out of bounds, but the question is, will it stand? There is a penalty marker on the field. Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. That's not the way you'd like to start this set of downs. It's now 1st and 20. To the air, it's Finley. Got it behind the line. It's Curry. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative play.
He lofts one down the sideline. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And the Zips send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Leaves it with the back. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Just a short pass to the tight end. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. The Cornhuskers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. To the ground to try to pick up the 1st. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
I'll tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
The give to the left. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
That is how it's done on 3rd down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. They decline the penalty for pass interference, and they'll stand on the results of the play. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. First play of the period, first down here. On the option. Quick toss. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw, it's Raiola. Pocket breaking down. And this one falls incomplete, but I think the defense was in the neutral zone. It was a free play.
Offside, defense.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he runs it in for a score. Touchdown, Nebraska.
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I'll tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped up the 18. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. They're trying to put something, anything together to get that goose egg off the scoreboard, down 7. There he goes! Got the first down and more. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. Quarterback empties his backfield. Looking to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Finley. This time he's got it. No chance to run, but still a good gain.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. The short hands, it's Curry. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. The Zips will punt this one away. Wants to return it. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
The handoff to Johnson. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some...
Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. The Huskers will send out the punt unit. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Signals for the fair catch and hauls it in just shy of the 30. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Dropping back, it's Finley. It's on target and complete. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Well, that's going to make it a little tougher. It's 1st and 20. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
Motion from the back. Back to pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Curry. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground covered. Pick up the first.
Bells and whistles have got to be going off in this quarterback's head now. It's 3rd and long, so you know you're expecting pressure. You got to know where your hot routes are. You got to be able to read the coverage and make sure.
He lobs one high down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And the Zips line up to punt it away. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Wants to throw. It's Raiola. Grabbed over the middle. It's Key. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. It was quite a burden for Dylan Raiola a year ago, viewed as the Nebraska football savior. So, Jesse, how should he approach growth and improvement in his sophomore season?
Well, I think you got to continue to grow. There were a lot of eyes on Dylan Raiola last year, and for good reason. He is unbelievably talented. We saw the swagger that he brings to the offense and that X factor and demeanor he really brings to the team. They believe in him. They were able to win a lot of close games a season ago. I think it's not about resting on your laurels. It's about taking the next step to try and be better.
And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him, second guy finally did. And the Huskers will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. A productive play is one that gets you at least halfway to another first down here on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. With the catch, it's Bonner. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down. They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. Touch pass on the jet sweep. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
And that's just an example of the defense having a better play call than you have on offense. I like the creativity offensively, but how about the defense having their cornerback in position to make the play?
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Sends it back in motion. Wants to keep it in the air. Fires to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruined the drive with a turnover. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. He'll keep it himself. The ball squirts free. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense.
Fumbles are great when you force them, and you're always thinking about as a defensive player. But, man, when the weather conditions start to come down, it starts to rain, and you know that ball's a little bit slick, and you know more runs are coming. Really try to get to that football. Nice job getting the football out, falling on top of it, forcing the turnover.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Cornhuskers line it up with a 1st and goal. Looking for a man. It's Raiola. Looking to get it in. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Wants to go up top. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Lets it go to the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. Absolutely perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important, down 2 possessions, Dave.
Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold on.
Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. He'll take the deep shot. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
That's how you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players. Certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
Off the play fake. Makes the grab on the left. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
From the red zone, it's Johnson. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Defense is locked in this game so far. They've been shutting this offense down. I think one of the biggest reasons why is they are not letting this running back do anything in this game. They are trying to make them one-dimensional. They're being physical close to the line of scrimmage. They've had a really good game plan. They are executing beautifully.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Huskers have it with a 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Key. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. And the Huskers moving quickly to the line. Makes the grab. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Using the quick game. And that was a high percentage completion and a low efficiency pass. They lose yardage. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Big guy smells it. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? This noise is deafening, trying to keep this offense from being able to operate. Turning it on. Across the 20 and out of bounds at the 21-yard line, and just like that, they're out of trouble. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first 2 quarters in Lincoln, but let's just go with notable. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here.
Zing!
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Change this route. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. A strike downfield. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Touchdown, Zips. The defense putting points on the board.
Well, it's a great job by the receiver getting open and making the catch, but now you got to secure the football. You know there's going to be guys coming trying to rip it free. They did it. They scooped it. They scored. That's a play he's going to learn from.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. SMU is getting smoked today. This is an eye-opener. It's the type of game that can just demoralize a fan base.
Touchdown, Cornhuskers! The hidden yardage, the big plays, special teams coming through. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll send the tight end in motion. Quarterback on the keeper. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Listen, that wasn't the greatest reward, but it was very successful in making me honor the run. And another thing, every time you run the football, someone gets tackled. There's physicality involved in the game. So I like when offenses commit to the running the football, no matter what.
Looking deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Zips will bring the punt team onto the field. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. First play of the drive comes from the 38. From the gun, the ground game. Past midfield, he's got room. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. The Cornhuskers are in the hurry-up.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Off the play fake on first down. Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. He goes out of bounds across the 25, marking at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Bringing the heat. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressure, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressure in the quarterback.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Pick up for 5, it'll be 3rd down and 5. The Huskers have moved it inside the 20. Wide receiver going in motion. On the move. He's able to fight his way for a couple of yards, but it'll be 4th down and 3. On 4th down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. On 4th down, looking to pass. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Using his legs, it's Curry. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Offense getting set for 1st down. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Quick release by the QB.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom, I'm going to throw the slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
And the Zips with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Find some fresh air. And he's brought down after a nice game. The Zips with the 1st and 10. To the air. It's Finley. Catch in the middle. It's Polk. Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Rides the back on the option. The give. They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. Balls at the 25. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll move the wide receiver. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. 3rd down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make moving the chains impossible. From the gun, wants to pass. It's broken up and almost intercepted on that shot to the end zone. It'll be 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. The This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And it's right down the boulevard. They're back to within a touchdown. 17-10 is the score. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. I think the one thing you can say here, Jesse, is that both defenses have done a pretty good job mitigating damages.
Yeah, and on that last drive, not getting it on 4th basically only cost you 3 points. That's the good news. Let's just turn the page, David, and move on.
So I think you can still be aggressive. You can still go for it on 4th down. Now you know you can trust your defense.
They'll give it to the back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Look out, he's got room. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. And the Huskers come to the line in the hurry-up.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Rushes on him. Did the work himself. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Cornhuskers look to keep this drive humming. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Wide receiver comes in motion. The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Raiola. Got it set up on the outside. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Huskers will call on their punt team. Trickery and deception. They snap it to the up man. Breaks into the open.
How about that? I mean, you kind of get in this territory when you cross midfield and you're kind of like, all right, it's going to go for it range or field goal range almost, but the punt unit comes out, you think you're going to pin them deep. Nope. They go for it. Get the fake, get the first down.
And the Huskers will have it 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's 1st and goal.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Makes the grab. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. Gets it out quickly. Touchdown, Husker! And they take it in for 6 more points. That touchdown was a clinic in keeping your offense on the field and wearing the other defense out.
Sometimes your best defense is your own offense, being able to stay on the field. You're absolutely right, Reese. That was a clinic. Running the ball, playing at great rhythm and pace. QB making good, smart decisions and not shooting yourselves in the foot. No penalties, no turnovers. It doesn't get any better than that last drive.
One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when the plays present themselves, you've just simply got to make.
And the Zips can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give to the tailback. Spins away from the defender. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Looking for space. It's Gee. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
There he goes. He's at the 10, and he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Akron.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there. A difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute, build this lead a little bit bigger, put this thing away in the 4th quarter.
Cornhuskers can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll run play action, extending the play. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble but couldn't create anything there.
That ball hit him right in a bad spot, right in the hands. Really unfortunate he didn't come down with that.
The Huskers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Scanning the field, it's Raiola. Finds his tight end. And the Huskers will move the sticks.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that here on a critical 3rd down late in the game with the lead. Guess who shows up with another big one? That one.
Oh, he's got some space. Past the 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Nebraska.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. He can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Ncaa. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage and be in a little bit of a hurry.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Offense will try to strike on 1st and 10. They'll run it to the right side. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
From the gun, running back on the move. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And just a great job by the defense being stout. Right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff the run play, make them get more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big 3rd down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Zips come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Back to pass, it's Finley. With the catch, it's Ncaa. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. And the Zips are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Now inside 4 minutes to go here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Wants to throw again. Oh, they're after him. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Under fire. They've got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down. Great place to start for this offense. The pull and throw off the RPO. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. The Cornhuskers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He's got it on the right. On the nasty move, and now he's got room. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
There's no mercy rule in college football. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. On the run from inside his own 5. Slips through the line. He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Fires to the wideout. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf.
At this point in the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Dropping back, it's Finley. The receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
It's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Hauls it in. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Takes a hit as he fires. And they can't make the connection on 4th down, and they'll turn it over.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when...
He's running free down the middle. Touchdown, Husker! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
It's another good decision by the quarterback. You've got to be impressed here. On that one, he finds his tight end. But all game long, whether it's receivers or running backs or tight ends, wherever the best one-on-one matchup has been, he's been able to take advantage of it, and that's why they've been able to score so many points.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Handoff from the gun. He's going to lose it. That one.
Well, this running back has struggled to find anywhere to go, and I think one reason why is this linebacker and his speed. He did a great job there identifying where the ball was going to go. He didn't let anybody block him. Made his way to the running back and got him on the ground. Nice job.
So now it's 2nd and long. Rides to back and leaves it. Finds a little space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. The Zips, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Looking to throw, it's Finley. Grabbed behind the line, it's Gee. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. And the Zips are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They're going to run it. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. 4th down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. Here's a heat. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Well, I love the play call by the defense there on 4th down. They were expecting pass. They didn't decide to just lay back and play zone coverage. They were going to dial up the pressure. They bring the blitz, and they just overwhelmed the offensive line and anyone else trying to protect that quarterback. He had no shot.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you will perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team is incredibly mentally tough right now, David.
And you start to build that mental toughness when you start to string together positive weeks and you start to string together positive plays. Now you know you can do it. It's not, we talked about it in the offseason, oh, we want to do this. Now you're starting to execute it and put it together on the field.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
สูตร Peace.